Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? Black Clover, Black Clover. Um, right before we get into Black Clover, guys, I just want to let you know very quickly that some of my uploads may start to come out much later. I don't know how many people watch Black Clover on the channel, but I just want you to know for sure stuff will start dropping later or maybe dropping like almost on different days and stuff because certain things are changing and I gotta be working at certain times when stuff will be out and I would normally be dropping videos. I'll be at work and I will be dropping all my stuff most likely at nighttime, and if I don't drop it at night I will be dropping it the day after. So with all that being said, Black Clover this week, guys. Absolutely phenomenal stuff when it comes down to how they continuously push forward the narrative of where the demon got his inspiration or his just overall power and ways of, getting to this point in time where practically no one can stop him besides Asta seemingly, because even after even after finding out that whatever they had to do to defeat him in the case of hardcore power and hitting him with one blast to kind of end it all, that's still seemingly not going to be enough in this situation, simply because of how much ridiculous power has come from this devil regaining his body, right? So, for some reason, the devil, or, this guy in general, I don't think he is the devil. I don't think he's like the equivalent of Lucifer or something, right? I think he is considered a devil, just like how, um, for some reason, we learned that the Grimlar that Asta got wasn't even from like a quote unquote devil, right? It was actually Lich's Grimlar that had been tainted and messed with ever since his collapse, ever since he became that ginormous demon and fused all the stones or whatever he did with the stones. He used forbidden magic or whatever with them. All that turned into what we see now as Asta got his book, and once Lich was actually stopped while he was in that form, the prince, I don't know if you knew this, he had to be stoned away because of all the damage he sustained. He took so much damage, if he wasn't sealed away, he would have died and never had a chance to help 500 years in the future. Whoa. Thanks for the spoilers, by the way. Anybody that spoils stuff on the channel, um, they will just start blocking because there's no point of having people tell us something we're about to learn the next episode, right? Like, imagine being someone that looks forward to just saying something out loud or writing it so other people can actually ruin their experiences. Imagine a reactionary channel learning something and then still having to react as if they never heard about it, right? Like, people just don't care, and it's too bad. I mean, I'll take the bullet on learning, this type of stuff and then blocking them, because I won't just block people that comment. I actually have to read the comment to find out what they're talking about, and someone just really wanted to go out of their way to try to ruin my experience, which it still didn't, because out of everything, there's a reason for everything in Black Clover so far. So to think that someone's like, oh, he's stoned, the reason why he's stoned is because he was hurt. It's like, oh, wow, you don't say? Like, I just thought he was stoned because he likes to get stoned. Like, shut up. Um, and at the end of the day, it still was impactful for me. It was still very hype. It wasn't like there's no tear jerking from me because if I know something's coming, I can emotionally already be ready for something like that, right? Like, that's why when people want to tell you about movies and all that stuff that really hit them and stuff, they usually tell you the parts that would hit you if you didn't know about it, right? Like, Some people it doesn't matter. Like you could tell them until you're blue in the face every single moment that you can remember, and they go in and watch it like it's brand new to them, and they talk about it almost as if they're the ones who discovered it when they talk to you. So there's people out there like that. Bless your hearts for, being lucky and having that one-sided, like one-track mind to kind of just bump out everything you heard, and you just need to see it to believe it type of deal. Which I used to be like that, but now that I've talked so much about stuff that doesn't happen in the case of stuff I believe, if it did happen, it would change the narrative and stuff like that. I can kind of picture stuff much more vividly when I talk about it and put in stuff. So knowing that the prince was already injured and knowing that Nero was the one that put him in this seal, just like she sealed away the demon, she is ridiculously broken. I love the fact that her magic was treated like it was garbage, right? Like she had the worst magic ever, but yet this magic saved not only the first legendary wizard king from uh, not being able to help at all in the future in a crisis that he was a part of and did not solve. And then on top of that, it was the thing that actually got rid of the demon long enough for 500 years to be able to at least hope that this Grimlar that's floating over Asta's head there, this five-leaf Grimlar that was created through this craziness, uh, could grow and become something of a protection, something of a blanket for the next time this comes to pass. Because it's not like the demon didn't tell him, "Hey, I'm gonna work slower, smarter, a lot more intelligent to get this done." And we saw his seeds being sowed in Perry as soon as he kind of stated this stuff and was sealed, about to be sealed away. So these are the types of cool things that Black Clover is going all the way back 500 years to explain and make people feel like it's natural. It's something that we should have expected. It's something that we knew was coming. Stuff like that is really cool to me because that just goes to show you how much detail and attention they have to pay to every little thing that's popping off in the manga and make sure they get it right when it comes down to the show, because no one wants to watch something that has gaps missing because of the studio thinking the audience didn't need it or something like that, right? I think that's the worst thing studios can do to themselves is imagine that something was not needed when they're not the ones who even created the story as a whole, but they think they can take shortcuts and stuff like that. Kind of like the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game. Cough, cough. But I do think we're gonna get something remotely interesting at the end of the day, because everything we've seen so far in Black Clover has, like I said, had a meaning and stuff like that. So to think that we still have not really getting closure, but feeling this unbridled like comfort and nostalgia from Lich being around him, it just kind of goes to show you that they're still either A, at least letting us know that there's progress being made with the characters and stuff like that, and B, why is Gerald so annoying? You see, he's just doing the same thing. And B, there you go, Gerald, one touch. That has no time to be trying to figure out who the heck this guy is or why he feels this way, because the world's coming to an end, and the person that may as well be able to do something, he's already been the reason why um, he saved somebody this week's episode. Like, if it wasn't for Asta would not have saved Lich, or he would not have. Yeah, I lost. He would not have made it in time, and I like that type of stuff because it just puts into perspective where all of the story may go at the end of the day. And if Asta does have to be the one to deal the final blow, um, we can only imagine what everybody's going to throw into the combination to get him to that final blow. Like, the devil has been broken down into a heart, just a heart, and somehow he grew a mouth on his heart to say, like rebuild or heal. Yeah, just heal. And it healed every single ounce of him. So that's the type of stuff that you have to worry about even when you defeat this man is, will he actually stay defeated? And this is what, the second time he's been fully defeated in this show alone. So yeah, it doesn't look like he has any plan of stopping and just being beaten. We actually watch him um, come back from the seal that practically killed him, right? Like, being gone for 500 years, you might as well have just died. um, and then be reincarnated, right? But then this now, like, he straight up got bopped by every single elf that there was, and after they all like put their powers in, somehow, some way, he's still just fine, right? Like, he took all that damage, stuff that could stop our teammates and whatnot, and he tanked it all from all of them. Gerald is so annoying, bro. And somehow, some way, here we are. Oh, Gerald, you're so dumb. Here we are, and everybody's kind of putting forward the narrative of, who is actually, the Wizard King, our Wizard King is gone. Like, supposedly he is dead, right? So who is fit to be Wizard King? I think it's Yami, the man who is saving somebody who is under the control of the enemy. So not only is he like under attack, or like he's not in a spot where he can just let down his defense and relax, right? He is in a position where he needs to be on guard at all times, and not only is he on guard, he's protecting her because it's a friend's body. It's someone he knows and someone he wants to try to protect's body, and he's just stuck in this cocoon of his until he can escape, or until the magic dissipates, which is crazy to me. It's absolutely nuts. And I barely just got my first round, but I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening. Black Clover is getting more and more crazy every time we watch it, and I love it for it. But at the same time, it feels so annoying to see all of this talking happening and not action, to know that we're going to be getting somewhere further in the story sooner than later. But hey, it's all good. It's going to get there sooner or later, hopefully. But like I said in the beginning of the video, I might be dropping videos much differently, and I think you guys already know that and just kind of been going with the flow. So I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope that whatever I do on this channel, and I at least continue to upload, that you guys will be here to continue to at least support. So thank you for that, and I will talk to you in the next one. So with that being said, peace.